Hi. You guys seem to really love the first $200 keyboard challenge, so we brought it back. But this time with half the budget and 2 times the amount of people. Switch and Click, Glarus, Louis Toll, Hippiotek, and Andy V. Nguyen. Huh? A total of 7 people making this the biggest keyboard collaboration to date. They'll all be having their own perspective on the challenge, so do check them out. But before we start, let me go over the rules. $100 and 1 month to complete a custom keyboard. Using our popularity to get discounted prices is not allowed. Shipping won't be counted since we live all around the world and AliExpress prices get really expensive. I'm not going to drop any names, but I'm calling you guys out for using AliExpress. Especially the man that starts with a G and ends with an R. The results will be at the end of this video, so do stay tuned for that. So with all that said, after some very friendly chat on Discord, we all hopped onto the call and started the challenge. Any last words? Alright, that's it. That's all the last words you'll get. So let's start the keyboard showdown in 3, 2, 1. Go! So due to the sudden increase of videos on my channel, I actually started this challenge half a month late. It doesn't really matter though because most of my parts I'm gonna get in person. We here at the Squashy Boy don't use AliExpress. Not because it's bad, but because I don't know how to use it. I basically travel around the country just to get the parts. Alright, we got the parts. First we got a PCB for $47, Durock screw-in steps for $21, a used keyboard. We're gonna be harvesting the switches from these. A bloody solid wood shelf that we're gonna be using for the case. I'll be using these magnets for a secret technique which I will teach you guys later. And the cheapest keycaps that I could find for $8. So taking the shelf, I started to work on the case. So with some measurements and the help of my tools. Now guys, before we start, always remember, safety is #1 priority. I even got my gas mask. This is not because of the sawdust, it's just because I'm scared of COVID. We managed to route the inside of the keyboard. Although we had a slight problem, minor problem. The inside of the solid wood shelf is just not solid at all. It was made out of random junk wood and just sandwiched together. So I tried my best with some wood filling to make the outside look nicer. Since we are graded by looks this time, I actually had to make it look nice. The inside remains the same though, because no one's actually going to look inside. I left the keyboard to dry in the sun and then I moved on to the switches. So usually you're supposed to use a keycap puller here, but I couldn't find one around my room, so I just used my fingers instead. Does it say LOL? Does this keycap say LOL? So I unscrewed the keyboard and took it apart. Ugh. Also a quick pro tip, the end of a desoldering gun is very hot, like really hot. So I decided to band-aid mop my finger after forgetting the literal first law of thermodynamics. I took off the switches and I lubed the switches. Yo, that was a pretty cool transition, but I actually already lubed them last night, so all I did was just put them on for 5 minutes. So at this point in the build, I forgot that we needed a plate for a keyboard. I guess I messed up there. You know what, screw it, we're going plateless. Okay, so here comes the cool part of the build, chapter 5, the cool part. See, in the previous challenge I made a custom keyboard which is made out of wood. That made the keyboard unique, something new. But this time not so much because I already did it before. Hence I'm gonna do something extra cool. I'm going to make this keyboard levitate. Okay, let me explain. You see these extra holes that I've cut in the case? What we're gonna do is called maglev mount. It was first popularized by the Lodestone 65% keyboard. It uses a magnetic mounting system which levitates the keyboard, giving it a bouncy typing feel. We're gonna be doing that today. My plan is to use these magnets in the case to repel the PCB off the board. And I'm gonna be putting magnets behind the PCB so that it repels the case. So all this in turn should make the keyboard levitate. The team that made the Lodestone keyboard spent countless of man hours researching and developing this technique. And I thought of this idea 4 minutes ago. But we're gonna make it work, okay? Trust me, I'm like Omega genius. So I put everything together and... Yo! Wait! No way! Okay guys. This keyboard's actually floating. I honestly thought that it wasn't gonna work because I already prepared like an alternative plan. But... it works! So crazy news guys, the keyboard actually works. So one last thing before we're done with the keyboard. We're gonna make it look a bit nicer because it kind of looks like ass now. So in my last challenge video, you guys actually said don't spray paint the keyboard because it kind of looks nice with the wood. So yeah, I think I'm gonna spray paint it, probably black because that's all I have. Turns out I had white. And we're gonna try something new. If you've seen Switch and Clicks and Louis Toll's videos, they really like to paint the back of their keyboard. I on the other hand actually failed art and I can't draw for shit.
What the hell is that?
Stop! But I can do one thing which they can't, and that's 3D printing. I'm gonna 3D print a stencil of 2 Chinese words. Now these 2 Chinese words actually have immense meaning behind them. They signify what this keyboard is. They also represent my channel as a whole. Actually, these 2 words have so much meaning behind them that combine my entire life together, they probably mean more than my life. And these 2 special words are La and Ji. Also known as La Ji, which literally means garbage. What am I doing? Dude, it freaking looks... It looks so good! Wait, wait, it's the wrong side! No! This is the keyboard. It's just the wrong... It's just upside down. And with all that done, this is the recycled 65.
Squashy, you grew a mustache.
Yeah, the challenge took so long. I became a man.
I didn't even know you could grow facial hair.
Okay, man. Okay. It's been a month. We have all completed our keyboards and we're here to show it off. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Here's my revolutionary keyboard build.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wait, why is this like...
Yeah, that looks good.
Ooh.
Wow.
Only
I did
Epic
not know
gamers
that there was RGB on the side.
Wow, that looks
are
good.
allowed
Ooh, it's kinda
to
nice.
use this keyboard.
Yes,
I've
it
got
is.
$23 keycap. Acco lavenders. I thought these were linear, but they were tactile. Oopsie. Oh wait, do I mention my mod?
Sure, yeah.
I saran wrapped it. The whole
Wait, what?
board.
What?
Why?
Is it a sandwich?
It's a different type of sandwich.
Okay, that's interesting.
I also did a silicone pour that leaked everywhere because
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't realize there were drainage holes.
Okay, so now Hippio's gonna do the sound test. So here's the sound test for Hippio's keyboard.
Damn.
Yo, this sounds nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm a little worried now.
Alright, so that is Hippio's keyboard. It's actually really nice. Next, we'll have Andy to go.
I also have a Yuso
Oh.
Oh.
TKO.
Wow.
It was the cheapest thing on Amazon, and I wanted to do the least effort possible. So
The glass is just dying in the corner.
I did also notice the drainage holes, and you can see that there's silicone just kind of flapping around. It got everywhere. It also left a stain that sits right here.
Oh.
So the TKL was $19. I used TTC Gold Pinks. I didn't want to lube, and they were really good stock. And I went ahead and upgraded the keycaps to Razer PBT, and the biggest cost was my fingers because the switches don't really fit, and I was just like, bro. Here is the sound test. This is tape modded.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Okay.
That is my submission.
So right next we have Switch and Click.
It's my turn. I had to risk it for the biscuit, knowing that I couldn't afford the cheap stuff from China.
Oh.
I ordered it on Wish.com.
Oh my god.
$100.
No way. I'm surprised it came.
Me too. I'm surprised it came. So this is the keyboard. It has no name. I got it in white, but I made it black and red.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This was $28 for the keyboard, and the switches, I think they're the fake Holy Pandas, and that was half of the budget, coming in at $49. And we've got Gamer red and black keycaps. These were $8. They were really bad. And then I've got this. It's supposed to be a Squirtle, and it came with
Oh.
a tail, but the tail broke off. And then it doesn't match, so I made it red. That is the build. I think I'm gonna win this one.
Alright, so now we're gonna listen to Switch and Click sound test in 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Surprising.
It was only $91 total.
Dang.
Oh.
Wait, there's RGB.
Is that the Purro RGB?
The RG bad.
Don't call it RGB. Call it R good B.
Alright, now we're moving on to Louis Toe. Oh.
Whoa.
What?
What?
Whoa, what?
How is
That's shiny. What is that?
possible?
This is called the MW65. It's on Taobao for $52. It's a gasket mounted keyboard with
Darn
south-facing
Taobao.
PCB. My switches are banana splits for alphas, and then I have radiant reds.
Yeah.
My total is 99. I have JWK screen steps for $7.
What?
That's the secret of Taobao.
That's cheap.
That's
He
not
stole
fair.
it.
Wait, right, we didn't say anything about stealing. Wait.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's within the rules. All right, so actually, I stole this keyboard from Hippiotech.
Alright, so Luis just sent us a sound test, so we're gonna play it right now in 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
So as for last time, how Glarus went last, because that's where he belongs, I'm gonna go before him. Let's start this with a question. Have you heard of the term form over functionality?
That's a phrase. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that there is also functionality over form?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So today, I built for you a keyboard which has none of those, alright? Introducing the Recycled 65. It's homemade by me, and it has some nifty features, if I do say so myself. Keyboard, case, homemade, keycaps, $8. I don't know where it came from, it was used. These are red. What brand is it?
He doesn't even know.
They're just the color red.
Basically,
They're
these
just
are
color
red.
These are red.
These are red. You might be wondering, like, okay, so what's so cool about this keyboard? This is maglev
I don't-
mounted. Do you know what's maglev
Maglev?
mounted, guys?
Is that a train?
Yeah, the train.
It's a keyboard that floats. It is mounted with magnets, so it's kind of just floating on the base. Just to finish everything off, those people who can read Chinese.
Oh, trash.
So yeah, this definitely looks better than it sounds, even though it looks like shit. There is no plate.
Alright, we're gonna listen to Squashy Boy sound test in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Wait, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Home Depot keyboard.
Let's be real, this is Lowe's.
How is it magnetic?
There's
You
magnets
showed us
below
the
here,
magnets one.
Oh yeah.
and there's magnets below here, and they kind of like just repel each other. Right? Can you see?
Whoa.
Wow.
Shit. Who's up next? That's a rhetorical question. It is Glarus's.
Glasses.
To
L.
be or not to PCB alive? That is the question. Today I have keyboard. You know, we all talk about case this and case that, and I say you don't need a case. All you need is a PCB. So we have PCB from the MW65,
Oh.
and we have some Enjoy PPT keycaps. And then I had some Gateron housings with some Inver unwiped stems.
So this is Glarus's sound test, which is only 6 seconds long, playing in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Oh!
Ow.
Wait, what? Wait, do we listen to the same file?
Alright, so with all the keyboards out of the way, right now we are going to compile them into a Twitter post, and we're going to post it and get you guys to vote. Alright, we'll see you in 24 hours.
Howdy hey, the results are in.
I'll be taking a look at the results now, and we'll be crowning our winner with 793 votes. That's 54% of all the votes. Coming in first place, we have Lusto. Congratulations.
Congrats, Lewis.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats.
Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching this keyboard showdown. Sadly, we didn't win, or I didn't win. And because I didn't win,